Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm Silversabeast, and I'm back here to bring another video today. In this video, I'm going to be talking about Infinity Blade 3 and why the wait has been so long. Okay, let's jump in right into it. Infinity Blade 3 is obviously a highly anticipated iOS game. The first and second ones sold tons and tons of copies on the App Store, and recently it's been getting a lot of new followers due to the price drops and sales and promotions they've been doing. So obviously Infinity Blade 3 is a game that everyone's looking for and everybody wants to play it. Why isn't it here? There's a couple reasons, and a couple that I think are legitimate, that I think are good reasons, and I don't think that we should bash Chair for them. Okay, first, Chair was relying on Infinity Blade Dungeons to buy them more time to develop the game. For Infinity Blade 2, Chair only had 6 months to develop the game, and that caused a lot of bugs at launch. So, if Donald Mustard said in an interview that he never wanted to do that again, he never wanted to push his team like that, because the end product is an unfinished product. Well, not unfinished, but unpolished, I guess. So he said he didn't want to do that again. So I'm sure he wanted to take more time with Infinity Blade 3, and I'm fine with that. Honestly, if they come out with a much better, bigger, better, funner, it's not even a word, more fun, exciting game, I'm willing to wait. I mean, even though I love Infinity Blade to death, I'm willing to wait if they come out with a better game. Now, obviously, so they were counting on Infinity Blade Dungeons to continue the cycle while they were working on Infinity Blade 3, because if you didn't know, Chair was never developing in Infinity Blade Dungeons. So they were relying on that, and when it was put on hold / canceled, somewhere in 2013, I believe it was, I'm sure that was a surprise to them as well, and they were like, oh, well, now we have to rush it. Well, I guess they didn't say that, but now we don't have as much time. So now Chair is kind of in a pickle because they wanted to take more time, but now fans are clamoring for more Infinity Blade since Dungeons wasn't actually ever released. Now, another reason, which I really hope this isn't true, but I mean it's kind of a probability at this point, is they're developing another game called Shadow Complex 2. Shadow Complex 1 was a big game on Xbox Live Arcade, and it sold a lot of copies, and with the new Xbox coming out this year, I think Shadow Complex 2 would sell a lot and make them a lot of money. So that's a very legitimate reason, one that is very possible. Obviously, I really hope they aren't doing that. I really hope they're developing Infinity Blade 3. But I mean, of course, they could be developing both, although Chair is a small studio, so that would be unlikely. So I'm not really sure about that. So the two reasons we have so far are Chair was relying on Dungeons to buy them more time to release Infinity Blade 3, and the second reason being they're developing a different game. Of course, they could be developing both, but that's, I don't know, I mean, that's kind of, I don't know, stretching it because they're such a small studio. So, obviously, I've said in previous videos that I think Infinity Blade 3 would be coming out in this December, December 23rd, and it sounds like a likely date since the other two came out in the beginning of December 2010 and 2011, respectively, and they always previewed at the iPhone conference. So we might be seeing Infinity Blade 3 at the iPhone 5S, 6, whatever they decide to call it, conference this fall. So I'm looking forward to that, definitely looking forward to that. There is a small possibility we'll see it at WWDC, which is where Apple will announce iOS 7. So we'll have to see. I highly doubt that, though, because they usually debut it at hardware conferences to show off the graphics that the hardware can support. So I doubt we'll be seeing it at a software conference, but it's very possible we'll see it at a hardware conference, so I'm looking forward to that. So, yeah, so obviously there's two reasons that I just laid out why it's been taking so long. I think those are very legitimate reasons. At least one of them is true, maybe even both. We'll have to see. But yeah, so thanks for watching. Shorter video, I know, I didn't have as much time. But yeah, so thanks for watching. If you did enjoy this video, make sure to rate, comment, and subscribe for awesome iOS content. But yeah, that's it for this video, guys. I'm Silversabeast, and I'm out.